brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Chairman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home. And she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
Choosing a college is a big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose from over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school,
like me,
exploring career options,
like me,
or seeking lifelong learning,
like me,
make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Oh.
Sussex Meatpacking in Wharton, New Jersey is a family-owned and operated business specializing in USDA prime and choice meats, pork, poultry, lamb, veal, and many other store-made specialty items. They also have a fantastic deli, a wonderful market with all the freshest fruits, veggies, and pre-made meals, and they can cater any event, including your family holiday dinners, more delicious than you can on your own. Visit them at sussexmeat.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Gusweiler. As the branch manager of our Parsippany location for North Point Bank, I can tell you emphatically that our customers continue to sing our praises. Our community values us as much as we at North Point value our team. Our goal is to always exceed our clients' expectations. If you're just zipping through life and need a helping hand with any of your home buying decisions, please give us a call today.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Me in this game, we got big plans. Overcoming every challenge. And right now, that means getting by him. It means putting in the time to get faster, to get stronger. One thing is for certain, I will never be outworked.
Enough?
Never.
All right.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Starting us off at number 5, here's Mendham's Liam Lloyd with the snipe past Morristown goalie Dylan Peck for his 10th goal of the year.
Daniel Leonard with great defense to steal the puck back, moving behind the goal to pass it back into the middle to Ryan Leonard with a first-time shot to make it 3-1 for Bernard's first whipping.
Coming in at number 3 is Par Regional's Dylan Zelinskis on a great individual effort, creating a breakaway opportunity for the goal as Par Regional breaks through for their first win of the season.
Morristown with the pressure on all of the Mendham players to give Harry Stetton an incredible breakaway to fake out the goalie, letting them know who the boss is to score the 4th goal for Morristown.
Finally at number 1, it's Pope John star Alana Robinson with the crossover against Sparta's Bryn McCurry and finishes with the smooth jumper. Let's take a look at that again, but in slow motion. The wrap-up report's top 5 plays of the week are brought to you by Planet Networks provides award-winning high-speed fiber internet, telecommunications, and managed technology services, keeping essential information, technology systems, and connections updated, safe, and secure 24/7 requires specialized expertise and support. Planet Networks delivers as a trusted partner, enabling you to accomplish your personal and professional goals. For more information, visit planet.net or stop in and visit the local Newton or Denville offices and tell them Morris Sussex Sports sent you. If you want to catch even more highlights from Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts, tune into the wrap-up report as we feature top plays and athletes, as well as upcoming previews of the teams you want to watch out for that weekend. You can check us out on Thursdays at 6 p.m. right here on Morris Sussex Sports.
Sports medicine is the care of athletes, college athletes, professional athletes, amateur athletes, and we see a lot of weekend warriors.
At the Sports Medicine Center, we're up to date on all the latest techniques, both surgical and non-surgical treatment options for treating all sorts of injuries.
It's important to make the diagnosis, make it quickly, and start the ball rolling with the treatment.
If you can get an MRI done the same day of your injury, a lot of times that's going to help get that treatment started in the right direction instead of waiting 2-3 weeks.
I think reassurance, making the diagnosis, and coming up with a good plan for that particular athlete is a very good thing. It helps to get the folks back on track and limits how discouraged they can actually be from the injury.
Patient education is important. We want the patient to be part of the treatment plan, and having the patient have an understanding of what their injury is, what their treatment options are, it helps them to get back to the sport that they love.
We have doctors with all different specialties within sports medicine, state-of-the-art concussion care, regenerative medicine, and then of course we have our orthopedic surgeons. If something needs to be fixed, we can fix it, more than likely in a minimally invasive fashion.
With the arthroscopic and minimally invasive procedures, we're able to do much of this surgery inside the joint without having to damage any of the surrounding tissue. That allows an athlete to return to sports much quicker.
We're seeing an excellent result with regenerative medicine. Ligament injuries that would normally have taken 6 to 8 weeks, now we're seeing 2 to 3 week recovery periods. It gives me great pleasure to be able to treat an athlete and see them succeed back on the field.
Rich Latman, realtor with Keeneland Latman, Sotheby's International Realty.
Another perfect evening for soccer here in the Brick City. From Rutgers, Newark, and Frederick Douglass Field, you're watching Morris Sussex Sports and Morris Elite TV's presentation of USL League 2 soccer. Tonight's matchup between Morris Elite and Cedar Stars Rush. David Hassagen along with Sebastian Bravo with you. Two teams that are looking to reverse their form. They've both been a little bit struggling to start off this season as we approach the halfway point, as the teams are about ready to head out here. The return to the lineup of Cormac Pike, though, will be a welcome sight for a Morris Elite team coming off a tough derby loss against FC Motown and then another loss to FA Euro over the weekend.
Right. And with those losses, putting them at the bottom of the division, this is the match they have to look forward to getting a W here.
Absolutely, they do. Cedar Stars also having the lack of success so far this year. They're 1-2-3. They had their first win just about a week or so ago against Westchester Flames. They come off a tough 3-2 loss, though, to the top of the table, Long Island. So this is a team that clearly has some offensive talent to be wary of.
You can obviously see Cormac Pike getting the cheering on for their team, getting enthusiasm rolling.
Well, that enthusiasm on defense is going to be needed, that's for sure. This is a Cedar Stars team that ran roughshod over Morris Elite last season. There are some carryovers on this roster, but a team that is chock full of talent, including some international talent that we will talk about. But first, we will pause and honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
Is it all good? Yeah.
National anthem finished, and we are ready to go for soccer. Let's go through the starting lineups. We will start with the starting 11s for Cedar Stars Rush. A 4-4-2 formation for Cedar Stars. Michael Colati gets the start in goal. The back four of Harry Bark, Gabriel Darlene, Aiden Lawler, and Thomas Klimpson. In the midfield, Ben Owashi, Azriel Johnson, Andrew Nino, and Connor Pugh. with a top two of Nicholas Kalukian and Drew Patterson. The starting 11 for Morris Elite, a couple of changes to the roster as well. Alex Velasquez gets the start again in goal, the number 1. Jose Adames, Edgar Torres, Cormac Pike, and Jordy Navio, the consistent back 4. A 4-2-3-1 formation with Luke Smith and Will Pierce holding in the midfield. Moses Lopez, João Campos, and James Abyss in the attacking mid with Alberto Pangrazi, the target forward up top. Once again for Morris Elite.
And like you were saying before, David, you were talking about these different changes to the roster here. A big change in the Morris Elite roster, taking a look at last game, the Morris County Derby, we're not seeing Victor Villagomez here, which is a very big absence in this team.
And again, that could have been a knock potentially. Could all just be unavailability, too. These are midweek matches.
Right, yeah.
A lot of these players are having jobs as well, so it's all about who can be here. So this sometimes happens.
You know, that stellar goal, that stellar moment he had last game, I mean, should have just had him on the starting 11, let's be honest.
Just have him here, even though he's not here. just list him on the lineup just in case.
No, we just need him to that one amazing free kick.
As the teams get ready to go, a beautiful evening here in Newark.
Quite crisp outside, I would say.
Slight breeze coming from our right and slightly in front of us, even though we are in the booth. Temperature right now at 70 degrees. Sun going down, not a cloud to be seen. Morris Elite in their blues, going from right to left. Cedar Stars in the traditional lime green and black stripes, going from left to right in this first half. Referees are set to go. And we are underway here from Rutgers Newark. And immediately Cormac Pike sends the ball forward.
Immediately putting his presence felt into the game.
And looked to connect with his fellow Englander, looking for James Abyss on the outside there, the number 7. He's going to a sophomore year at Eastern University in Pennsylvania from London, but went to Wayne Valley High School, so a transplant him. Always good to have a couple of Brits on the coaching staff as well for Cedar Stars. Was chatting to one of their assistants about the fall and almost collapse of Everton before. That was a sight to behold in the Premier League. Those fixtures, by the way, for next year coming out tomorrow for next year's Premier League season already. As this one is laid back to Edgar Torres. Torres and Pike, again, that combination in the center backs have been very, very good. As this one goes wide, they look for Adames. As Adames gets the ball and loses it, but gaining it back there, the number 18 of Moses Lopez. Bit of a chaotic mess on the wing. A turnover to Will Pierce. Pierce and Smith interchange, and they go back to Adames. Now Moses Lopez. Lopez turns down the wing, goes one-on-one on that far side. Intercepted, though, and Cedar Stars will go the other way. That's the 11 of Connor Pugh. Now the number 8 of Awashi. Lays it out to Andrew Nino. Awashi on the ball again. And almost a back 3, kind of focusing on the back 4 for Cedar Stars. You're seeing that early on. Again, this is a team that has a bit of an international flavor to it. So this one goes along the back line.
Great choice of word there, I would say, flavor.
Gabriel Dahlin from Gothenburg, Sweden. Harry Bark from New Zealand. Thomas Clemson from England. As this one goes over the top, they look for Connor Pugh, the Dublin, Ireland native. Goes out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Morris Elite. Again, Moses Lopez getting the start on the wing. He played one game last year for Morris Elite at the USL League 2 level. Member of their USL Academy League team for most of last year. The Parsippany native. Parsippany Hills just about to graduate from there. 9 goals and 1 assist last year in his senior season for the Vikings. As referee insistent on the ball being at a standstill when it gets restarted. Those are the laws of the game. Good ball forward there for João Campos.
You can already see the impact Cormac Pike is making. 3 offensive on 1. He's already passing the ball, making those plays. Just making his presence known, to be honest.
Passes a little bit off target there from Cedar Stars, who look a little bit in disarray. Here comes Jordy Navio now. Navio cuts it back, lays it back to Luke Smith. Luke Smith The NJIT Highlander had a pretty good impact in that midfield. He's been that calming presence as a holding midfielder that Morris Elite's been looking for. The problem with Morris Elite this season has been scoring goals, not enough of it. Here they come down the wing, though. It's a decent cross in, but easily dealt with on the inside there. And Cedar Stars will recollect through Awashi. Awashi, the native of Ghana from the Volta region, currently going to UConn. Awashi.
Great competition up there in that conference, the Big East.
You would know, as Awashi, and they will be brought back for that initial foul, the tug by Pierce. Awashi last season had 13 appearances for the Huskies, 9 starts. He scored 3 times and 2 assists. So a solid group in that attack. We have a number 15 out there for Cedar Stars, so it looks like it might be a change to the lineup that we initially had on the outside, as it does not appear that Aiden Lawler is out there. So we'll double check on that on the roster real quick. But it looks like a change, a late change, and it is Daniel Tutu who's actually getting the start. Daniel Tutu, not Aiden Lawler in the starting 11. So we're not sure if that's injury related, which it could be. Could be an injury in the warm-up. That sometimes does happen. As here comes Morris Elite, though, with Adamas. Lays it out wide to Lopez. Lopez sends it across, looking for Pagrazi, and he's just too far ahead of him. I think he was waiting for a deflection on that, and it just didn't happen.
I mean, just missed the tip of his boot, to be honest with you.
And that's kind of been Pagrazi in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah,
he gets himself in great positions. He's
Right.
sometimes he's just unlucky.
He's just an amazing playmaker. I mean, he's at the best positions every single play, right there for the goal, just never connects.
And it's not. And again, it's it's a moment of sometimes millimeters or
Yeah.
centimeters between making contact and not. And that one, the pass was perfect. The
Right.
run was perfect.
Right.
It was just it didn't connect. That
Exactly.
sometimes happens.
No, I mean he's an amazing soccer player. He's amazing all around. Just when it comes to those plays and the passes, just doesn't connect like you were saying before.
And the person who wants it the most is him.
Oh,
as
my
this
God.
one goes across to Gabriel Darlene, the captain.
You could see it every time.
A pair of center back captains. That's pretty typical. And 2 international captains. Gabriel Dahlin from Gothenburg, Sweden, going into his sophomore season at Bucknells. There's a foul. And going down hard was Andrew Nino. Heavy challenge there from Moses Lopez. And a free kick for Cedar Stars. 6 minutes in. Stars looking to control. This is Awashi. Lays it inside. The number 20 of Drew Patterson. Goes wide to Tutu. Daniel Tutu, nice defense there from Adamas. Tutu, the late addition, going to his junior season at Azusa Pacific. Another Ghanaian from Kumasi in Ghana.
I've gone to Kumasi Academy. We're in 16 games, got 15 starts, really impressive. 4 goals, 4 assists, 12 points in total in his 2 years at Azusa Pacific.
Yep, a goal and 2 assists this past season. As the corner for Cedar Stars, whipped in. It's a decent delivery. Good defense there, though, from Cormac Pike. Comes to the outside, and the shot just goes wide. It was a good look from Connor Pugh.
You can see the curve on that shot from Connor. Just amazing delivery.
Just not quite able to wrap his boot around that. The Virginia Tech Hokie from Dublin, Ireland, going into his junior season in Blacksburg. 6 goals and 2 assists for the Hokies this past season. And he will be the heart of that assist.
Total got 2 goals, 13 assists, and 17 points. It was really great for Connor over in Blacksburg.
Virginia Tech, another, again, anyone coming out of the ACC for soccer, it's one of the premier conferences in D1.
Oh, yeah.
As this one goes out wide. The Pac-12 right up there as well. This is Tutu.
I mean, I could tell from experience, me going to an ACC school, I can tell you it's top-tier competition.
Especially on the soccer side. Football, more still Clemson heavy, but we'll see if that changes this upcoming season as this one goes wide.
Especially the ACC Atlantic.
Interception there and taken away by Campos. Joe Campos lays it ahead for Pagrazi. Pagrazi leaves it alone. Edge of the 18, Abyss. Lays it back to Navio. Navio gives it back to Luke Smith. Smith Sends the cross in, back post, looking for the header and getting a hit on it, but just over the top from Jose Adames. It's a good attempt, though, from Morris Elite.
You can already tell the momentum from Morris Elite from last game, that Derby game, has changed completely once Cormac stepped on the turf.
At least on the home in the home form, at least, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, he was back for the loss to FA Euro.
Right.
As they split the season series with that opponent. Of course, that was their only win for Morris Elite, was the FA Euro match.
Right.
The only win for Cedar Stars coming against the Westchester Flames. As here comes Cedar Stars, though, who are trying to get a little momentum. Coming inside, the shot off the crossbar. A big shot there from Patterson, hits the bar. Another cross sent in, that's cleared away. And Tutu will take it.
Awashi
leaves it inside. Look out. Here comes another chance for Patterson. They leave it ahead to Pugh, but he was offside. And so a dodged bullet there, but a good look from Drew Patterson, the native of Cranford, one of the few New Jersey players in the starting 11, actually, for Cedar Stars. Going into his sophomore year at Cal Poly. He's a transfer from Marist. Went out to the West Coast. I mean, let's be honest, I would too if I had California weather for most of the time. But had 17 appearances for Cal Poly and had 11 starts last year. 2 goals, 2 assists. But you can see he's got more of an attacking mind, or at least maybe that's what he's trying to develop here at USL League 2, because he's gotten into the attack quite often. As here comes Morris Elite the other way. Smith tries to send it over the top. Looks to connect with Abyss, but it's intercepted. So they come forward again, but that's another turnover. A little bit of sloppy passing here for both teams as they move it forward for Campos. João Campos. Campos lays it back to Navio. Back to Campos. Nice combination there with Smith. Luke Smith tries to send a cross in. Nice block that time by Azriel Johnson.
I mean, they can take advantage of that block by getting a really good chance on this throw-in.
Nice play there by Johnson with the block. Going to his played the last 2 years at Salt Lake Community College. He's from Malawi, Blantyre, Malawi, but played his high school soccer at the renowned St. Benedict's Prep. As Cedar Stars tries to send it the other way. Nice job there from Edgar Torres. Nice job again by Torres as he collects. Lays it out wide. This is Moses Lopez. Lopez, nice cutback, goes down the line, sends it into the top of the box, top of the 18. Looking for it is Smith, the shot. Nice block again by Johnson. And now they go the other way. Owashi, a counterattack on. 4-on-4 for Cedar Stars. Cormac Pike organizes the back line. Owashi goes wide to Patterson, but that one is too far. Good defensive play there from Morris Elite to get back.
Good leadership action taken by Cormac. You can already see him with that impact already.
See him pointing out as that one gets a little too far away from Lopez. Awashi on the ball, gives it to Azriel Johnson. Johnson gets a bit tripped up as he and Pangrazi get tied up, and the referee already giving his last warning to Alberto Pangrazi. And we've seen how red cards can change matches already this season for Morris Elite, and that's not what you want to see early on if you're Coach Donato. You don't want to see one of your players, one of your starters, in card trouble, but just a talking to for now.
Right.
As the ball goes over the top. Nice job there by Torres. Bounces around where James Abyss will take it. He's inside, and Awashi sends it back to Harry Bark. Bark sends it inside. Patterson lays it back. A chance here for Cedar Stars. A chance, and the block shot. Kalukian had a decent chance. And it'll be a corner kick for Cedar Stars. Kalukian, of the starters, one of the few Cedar Stars Academy products, but committed to Michigan out of Wayne Hills. As that cross came in quickly, the header over the top of everything.
All over the academies, all over the under 18, 19 teams of Cedar Stars. I'm pretty sure UMich got a really good commit out of New Jersey.
And there was so many Division I players already in this league. So if you're going D1 and you're good enough to play at this level already, you might as well get some training in with actual games instead of just practicing. That is such that'll put you in good graces with your coach. B, gets you in shape and ready, because this is a different level. That step up from high school to Division I soccer, just as a physical level, is such a change.
And especially in a conference like the Big Ten and all the other opponents you'll face, Michigan State, Ohio State, you want it. You got competition.
Good cross field pass to Loses Lopez. Lopez tried to lay it inside for Pangrazi. A bit of miscommunication there. They wanted it down the line for Adamas.
You can already see Pangrazi hoping he got that shot, just with his hands going, praying, give me another shot, please.
And you see there, though, Moses Lopez, hand up an apology, he knows. But again, young player, still just coming out of high school. So if you're Moses Lopez, that's where you live and learn.
Of course, but young players, having played already 6 matches, I would imagine they would have gotten known to each other.
Well, Lopez, again, called up from the academy squad, was not on the original squad at the beginning of the season for Morris Elite, but again, had some game action, played 1 game at USL League 2 level last year, so he's already gotten a taste of this, but still learning the roster, still learning your new teammates. As this is Adamas. Sporting a new haircut, by the way, Adamas.
Yeah, usually in a...
I'm liking that.
Yeah.
As it goes back to Edgar Torres. That's always a superstition I find with soccer players more than any other is the hairstyle. It's always the first thing to change as they go down the wing here. Morris Elite cuts inside, a chance, edge of the 18. Good defensive play there from Darlene. Sends it, although not all the way clear just yet. A battle there. Nice job by Smith to win that one. Luke Smith looks to cut inside. Gets semi-tripped, but more of a clash of feet there, and so
no foul.
No foul there.
Yep.
Now that was a 50-50 ball, but again, it's this game 15 minutes in a bit disjointed. There's been some chances for both teams, but the passing has not been of the quality that we've seen in other matches so far.
It's been a little bit of kind of everything, just a little bit of organization, a little bit of discombobulation. It's just all over the place.
Discombobulation, good work.
Thank you.
As here comes Cedar Stars going the other way. This is Tutu. Daniel Tutu lays it inside. A collision there with Torres and Kalukian. Tutu still on the ball, still playing it forward. Cleared out with the header by Cormac Pike. Getting on this one is Adamas. And Adamas will just send it up and over the top and clear the lines. Darlene collects. Going into his sophomore season at Bucknell. Product of Glen Ridge High School, actually, despite being a native of Sweden. As this one sent to the outside, collected by Abyss.
Also identified as one of the top rookies in the Patriot League, Darlene. Also played with the Cedar Stars, Bergen U8, U15. And he also beat a German soccer player from an actual German club in Sweden in a soccer juggling competition.
I mean, that's something you hang your hat on for sure,
I
especially
mean,
as a teenager.
that's a big competition. That's a big accomplishment.
As they look forward, and that Adamas pass is intercepted. Nicely done by Tutu, but it does go out to the wing eventually, trying to get on that. But instead, it's intercepted by Thomas Klimpson and sent through to Tutu. Nice job by Moses Lopez trying to get on there, but the initial pass, not quite there. As it goes back to Michael Kaladi, the Columbia Lion, going into his junior season. From Frisco, Texas, so a couple Texans in this game, Edgar Torres being the other.
He also helped Columbia rank first in the Ivy League this past year. He has played 5 years in the FC Dallas Academy.
Academy that is known for pumping out talent, professional talent consistently. One of the best consistently MLS academies. One of really the first ones to get a handle on how that's run in this country.
And being a Texan native himself, he knows the talent there is in Texas.
Certainly is. Ask Clint Dempsey as that one's headed down. Cleared out calmly by Cormac Pike. Getting on that as a washi and heads it back to Darlene. FC Dallas, New York Red Bulls, really a couple of the first academies, but now so many of the academies, especially in the Northeast, just pumping out talent left, right, and center. NYCFC's academy, Philadelphia Union Academy have both been phenomenal.
No, I mean, you have all these players in this league that are affiliated with all these.
As there's a heavy challenge. Is it going to be a foul or just a throw in? As that was a heavy challenge by Drew Patterson.
We'll see. We'll have further.
We'll see if that's actually. Nope, looks like it's just going to be a throw-in, although it looked like an arm to the face. Yep, just a throw-in on that play.
More like a really painful elbow.
Yeah,
I saw that going right into his eyes. I felt the pain from the booth.
Never good when you get a piece of anatomy, especially an elbow, that clocks you right in the face. That is very uncomfortable. As this one is sent forward by Abyss. Here comes Abyss trying to get on it. Nice job again, though, by Darlene. Sends it back to Kaladi. Now out to Tutu. Cedar Stars will just calmly pass it around the back. We also want to remind you, and we want to thank our sponsors for providing this broadcast for us.
Of course, we have to thank the shop, Chatham.
The shop, Chatham, Jag 1 Physical Therapy, and Alfred Sports Shop. We want to thank them for their support of Morris Elite, USL League 2, and USLW League games this season. And again, if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe to both channels and follow us all season long, as here comes Moses Lopez. Lopez, a hard challenge, but getting the ball was Israel Johnson. It looks like he got the worst of it. He's down. And looks like they're going to go back for a foul on this. Or is it just for the injury? Lopez,
take a look.
Lopez came in and it was a heavy challenge by Johnson. He did get the ball, but it kept on going. And
no, great defensive play. He saw the ball. He saw Moses Lopez coming in with the ball. He saw that. He said, you know what? I'm going to trip him. I'm trying to get the ball away from him. Succeeded in that, but also got a little bit of an injury there.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's up and just a bit of a knock on the knee. We'll keep an eye on that for Azriel Johnson, as it will be just a drop ball. So it was not a foul. It was just going back for what could have been a severe injury, although Johnson still with his hands on his knees. Again, the native of Malawi.
I mean, if he just keeps putting his hands on his knees.
We'll see where that is. We'll see how he can continue on. It's always that next couple of minutes. We'll see if the adrenaline kicks in. But so far, he's going to stay out there. But I'm sure Cedar Stars will keep an eye on that as they come forward here with Clemson. Intercepted, though, by Lopez, who lofts it forward for Pangrazi. Nice job by Pangrazi getting on that one and keeps away Awashi.
Getting some air there, Pangrazi.
As here comes Morris Elite the other direction. Jordi Navio. Nice defensive play there from Cedar Stars to slow down that attack. Connor Pugh out there on the wing. As Comrack Pike is on the ball now. Lays it ahead and a turn from João Campos. Campos, nice spin move. Tries to get down the wing, but intercepted by Tutu, who lays it back to Clemson. Clemson, part of this back line with Darlene. Again, the international pairings. Clemson from Sussex County in England. Goes to St. Peter's going into his senior season. Went to the William Parker Academy. He also had 35 caps for Hastings United.
Yep.
Semi-pro squad, around the 6th or 7th division of English football. So has some semi-pro experience before even going to college.
That's
so
some quality experience. No, semi-pro, pro, USL2, any kind of experience is great experience.
And we're seeing a little bit of a change there as Azriel Johnson is now playing at center back with Darlene kind of playing next to him. So they're making that adjustment. They know he might not be 100%, and they're letting him recover at that center back position. We'll see how that communication works.
It looks like
as Awashi moves it forward.
Like
nice play by Pugh. They look for the 1-2 here, but nice interception by Torres.
It looks like Clemson is playing the defensive wing there on the right wing, so he moved positions a little bit here.
Looking like a nice challenge there from Azriel Johnson, though. He looks fine on that play. Asking for the ball to screaming for it as Awashi. He doesn't get it, and it's going to be a throw-in from Morris Elite instead. 22 minutes off the clock here in Newark. Still no score.
And because you were saying no score, you could tell this match is pretty even. Both sides are fighting for the ball, fighting for possession. They're both hungry for it.
Moses Lopez offside, let it go, and he knew it. Now Awashi on the ball, sends it ahead. Claiming that one is Cedar Stars and goes the other way. Andrew Nino lays it inside. Patterson with a shot far post, and it just goes wide. Did he get a touch on that, Velasquez? We'll see. Nope. Just went by the post. A good look again, though, from Patterson, but Morris Elite survives. Morris Elite is taking their time getting this ball back in. Morris Elite with just 3 points so far in the season, but Cedar Stars only with 5 as the high press now being situated here for Cedar Stars. And we'll see how that happens. We saw them have a little bit of trouble with that from FC Motown in their last home game. That high press, especially in the defending third, although that's a nice way to almost break it. Nice interception, though, from Darlene. So send it forward. This is Bark. Harry Bark goes out wide. Connor Pugh. Pugh inside, top of the 6. Nice defensive play there from Cormac Pike. Pike and Torres both tracking back on that pass nicely. It'll be a throw-in for Cedar Stars.
You saw that Hunter pack strategy right there, led by Cormac. Just three defenders on one attacker, just completely confused the attacker to the point where just making an error like that.
Yep, always trying to get as many bodies in the way as you can. That's the goal. As this one sent across, defended away, but not all the way. Awashi, good defense there from Moses Lopez. Goes wide to Tutu. Tutu lays it inside. Patterson. Patterson down the wing. Lays it inside. Nino, that shot way over the top. Almost hits the spectators up in the stands up there. As the coaching staff asking for the aggressiveness to continue from Cedar Stars. They know that right now they can take control of this game.
And it's ironic what he's saying. He's saying, don't be passive. An aggressive person saying, don't be passive is one of the greatest examples of irony I've seen today.
Hey, I mean, you got to reflect the energy you want your team to have, and the coaching staff for Cedar Stars is certainly doing that.
I mean, it's just funny, a coach yelling, don't be passive. That just gets me.
Learn from me here.
Yeah.
So this one goes over the top. Cormac Pike first to that one. Getting on that is Will Pierce. Pierce loses out, but Pike is there to recover. Sends it over the top, looking for Pangrazi. And a lot of just back and forth action. That's a decent pass. Keeping it for the moment, but not in total, was Patterson. And out for a Morris Elite throw. Morris Elite will be back home here at Rutgers Newark next Wednesday. We'll hope that you join us for that broadcast. If you're not here in person, of course, that would also be very appreciated from all of us here.
Playing against NJ Copa, I believe.
Here comes Pangrazi. Nice ball forward to Lopez, trying to get on that, but offside was Lopez. Good job tracking back, though, by Darlene to cut that one off if it had gone any further.
That was a good hustle by Lopez on that ball.
It's a nice passing play down that left-hand side as well. Morris Elite will be on the road on Sunday. They'll be at Manhattan SC on the College of Staten Island. A little bit of irony for you, Manhattan playing at Staten Island. But yes, back home here against NJ Copa. That'll be an 8 o'clock start once again next Wednesday here from Rutgers Newark. And
I guessed it right.
Hey, don't guess. You should know. As we will welcome you here on the broadcast here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. As that cross comes in from the wing, trying to get a high boot up there, but not getting it was Patterson. Smith now on it. Smith combining with Abyss on that right-hand side. They switch the field to Cormac Pike, and Pike lays it out first time to Adamas. Campos. Now over the top, they look again for Pangrazi. That spin off the turf. Pangrazi will get to it. Nice defense again, though, from Darlene. Morris Elite, though, still trying to force it. They get back possession with Pierce. Pierce looks for an option. Gives it to Jordy Navio. Navio sends in the cross. Nice defensive play again by Darlene, although a foul on the cross and a yellow card for Cedar Stars.
And we're looking at, he can just turn around really quick.
I think that is Harry Bark. I think we'll confirm that.
We're looking at something ending with a 4 here.
Yep, looks like it's going to be Harry Bark as he took out Jordy Navio after the cross. So Harry Bark, the first to go in the book. Bark maybe taking out a little frustration from the Kiwis not making, the All Whites not making the World Cup, a native of Auckland, New Zealand. Now going to Manhattan. Actually played with the Wellington Phoenix Academy and also was a member of the New Zealand Under-17 World Cup squad.
Yep.
So he's got some international experience. So
international coverage as well.
As here comes the free kick. Top of the 18, the header down and goal! And finally, Alberto Pangrazi.
Pangrazi got what he wanted.
In the 28th minute, a beautiful cross. He was alone at the back post. A simple header down. And Morris Elite, you have to be said, against the run of play, takes the lead 1-0.
There you go. I'm telling you, with this goal right now, momentum has definitely gone in favor of Morris Elite. They're looking all elite right now.
And now the question is, can they capitalize on that momentum?
Can they keep it? Can they go farther than what they've done before?
Because the last home game, the last broadcast you had with us here, folks, we remember that goal from Victor Villagomez. And yes, that was a worldie. But the way that changed the flow of the game and the rest of that half and the first 5 minutes until FC Motown scored again in the second half, it was all Morris Elite from that time. Although, right now, they're looking composed at the moment against Cedar Stars, looking for that turnover as that one goes over the top for 2-2.
And Cormac Pike with the boots and the fast. There we go.
Cormac Pike almost getting there, but it goes across all the way, and almost getting on it was Patterson. As Cormac Pike had to track back quite a ways for that defensive play, but still almost resulting in a Cedar Stars goal right away again. Here goes Awashi, back to 2-2. Daniel 2-2. One-on-one with Pierce. The cross comes in again. A big collision in the box. Still there for Cedar Stars. Edge of the 6. They go back again. That shot saving a nice block off the line by Torres. All pressure time here from Cedar Stars as they try to respond. Tried to get on that one was Pugh, but a nice job collecting by Velasquez. Well, we were wondering how we thought how things were going to respond. Well, Cedar Stars all pressure time here right off the bat and almost got a goal in response.
3 opportunities right there, 3 great chances. Just didn't connect right there.
Morris Elite leads 1-0 here on a goal by Alberto Pangrazi, the native of Lavis, Italy. Transfers from Central Methodist, now at Fordham.
It was his graduate student career. It was his grad year this year, this past year.
I'll tell you what, though, he was a heck of a player for Central Methodist. He actually was second team all NAIA in 2019. Had 23 goals that season, which is a record at Central Methodist that still stands. He set that record. So he's got the scoring touch. It just had eluded him, as we had mentioned, so many times, so close from getting that first goal for Morris Elite this year. Now he has it here at home, as that's a foul and a free kick for Cedar Stars, now in a very similar position to where Morris Elite got their free kick for the goal. Setting up here. 2-man wall being set up by Alex Velasquez. The cross goes to the back post.
There you go.
Easily headed behind, and a corner kick as James Abyss dealt with that one. Not the best of free kicks there from Cedar Stars.
I mean, but great offensive effort by Morris Elite that you can't deny.
That was Nino on the free kick, and now he'll take the corner, though. Looks like a ball in the backside of the net, so that was apparently going to confuse the referee. He asked Velasquez to move it. Corner kick, whipped in from the near side, punched away by Velasquez. And it'll be another corner for Cedar Stars. Looking to respond, all the pressure time, and Morris Elite trying to knuckle down. Again, the biggest thing after scoring a goal is you want to do 2 things, either double it or avoid the goal in response. And the pressure is in all Cedar Stars in front of a pretty good crowd here today at Rutgers Newark.
Pretty good crowd for a midweek game, actually.
Exactly, yeah. As this one is another corner, outward swinging ball.
And great defense on Morris Elite on another consecutive goal.
Cross comes in, though. It just goes wide. They were looking for Kalukian, and he tried to deflect it over the top, and it went just wide of the post. The future Wolverine almost capitalizing there. As the second ball is still on the field, as one of the ball kids for today's game will go out and claim that and bring it off. As this one goes wide, and Morris Elite tries to send it up and ahead. Looking for Pangrazi. Nicely dealt with by Gabriel Dalin. Good job by Pierce collecting that one. They leave it back to Navio. Pierce on it again. Up the wing to Abyss. Back inside to Pierce. As João Campos is given the assist, who took the corner. as this one is calmly taken by Edgar Torres. And a win would do wonders for this Morris Elite team. Again, just that one win, that coming in their first home match against FA Euro at Drew University. Still looking for their first win on this turf. Here's Rutgers Newark, as that one is out of play for a Morris Elite throw-in. As they throw in here, and Cedar Stars trying to get themselves organized. Again, they were a little bit uncoordinated in the first 15 minutes, but it didn't hurt them. And then once they found their defensive stride, somehow that's where Morris Elite found the ability to capitalize. Morris Elite with a win today, at least for the moment, would jump the Westchester Flames and this Cedar Stars team and jump into a tie with FA Euro. They jump a couple spots in the standings. Both teams far adrift, though, of the playoff picture. 2 guaranteed spots out of the Metropolitan Division with a 3rd potential wildcard spot. Right now, Long Island Rough Riders still undefeated, holding that top position with FC Motown sitting 2nd. Manhattan SC on goal difference ahead of Hudson Valley Hammers, but they would lose out on the wildcard spot to BlackRock FC out of the Northeast Division at the moment, but still plenty of season left for those standings to change and fortunes to change. We've seen crazy salvations before, as that's out for another corner kick for Cedar Stars. Who knows, Morris Elite with 3 or 4 wins on the spin, all of a sudden you're right back into competition for maybe a playoff spot down the road.
See, the way to do that is consistency and determination. All those key words that you're kind of looking for, you just need that right now.
Especially in the goal-scoring department. Just their 5th goal of the season. As Ross comes in, header saved off the bar, but the rebound's put in. There was a big collision in the box, but no call. But Cedar Stars takes advantage, and it's 1-1 off the rebound. Velasquez almost did enough, but Drew Patterson has leveled the score line here for Cedar Stars Academy. As we take a look at it here, it's a great initial save from Velasquez to put it off the bar, but it just stays there, and getting his own rebound was Drew Patterson.
I mean, Velasquez fought very hard for that save right there. Just got reached up for it, hit the crossbar. I mean, there was nothing you could do at that point.
Yep, Drew Patterson with the goal. The Cranford native levels the score line. 1-1 here in the 36th minute. Entertaining game so far between Cedar Stars Rush and Morris Elite.
Like I was saying before, very level. And now with that 1-1 score, we're seeing that level rise again.
Back to game on, but we saw that coming those first 10 minutes after the goal from Morris Elite. It was all Cedar Stars, all pressure time, and it was just a question of almost when, if not if, as Awashi goes wide to Clemson. Clemson tries to lay it inside for Tutu. Tutu one-on-one there with Moses Lopez. Clemson was open on the wing, but deciding not to give it to him was Tutu, as they give it inside to Osriel Johnson. Nice through ball. Getting there first, though, is Velasquez. They were looking for Connor Pugh. And again, we'll see what adjustments are made at halftime. Right now, both teams having opportunities, but Morris Elite needs to find a way. They've been clamped down on those balls over the top, down the wings. Cedar Stars has adjusted to that defensively, so they're looking to now play through the middle, and you can see they're causing a lot of chaos, a lot of havoc. Cedar Stars on the ball again. Awashi. Awashi lays it inside. The goal scorer, Patterson. Patterson, man marked by Cormac Pike. Cormac Pike way out of position, but filling in there as Pierce takes the center back spot, and that will be out for a goal kick. Nice job there from the captain.
I mean, right there, you could see him being a captain trying to go for that, like a player going for that ball, or just a captain trying to lead his team right there.
As that pass, though, a little bit forced by Velasquez and a turnover. That high press getting to the goalkeeper, who will now collect and try to slow things down. The one thing, as much as you want to, is you can't rush things, you can't panic when facing a high press.
Right.
This is Smith on the ball now.
Like we've said before, a rush going against the high press maneuver could cause errors, and error is not what any team would want in that situation.
Yeah, that's the goal. Force the error, force the turnover, get into odd man rushes, odd man situations. And once you do that, all havoc can break loose. So there goes Pangrazi. Hard challenge there on Thomas Clemson. And a free kick for Cedar Stars. Just a awkward positioning for both bodies there. No intent behind that one. As that one gets through João Campos. Sent back across Azriel Johnson. Goes wide to Bark. Harry Bark sends a cross in. It's over the top of everyone. Goes to the far corner, but kept in. Inside. Trying to get through on that one was Nino. Still in possession, though, Cedar Stars. Patterson lays it inside for Nino, but not quite understanding that move was Kalukian. And it'll be a possession now for Morris Elite. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, the Shop Chatham. We want to thank Alfred Sports Shop and Jag One Physical Therapy for their support of Morris Elite SC. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe to both YouTube channels, both Morris Elite SC and Morris Sussex Sports. And if you want to get your event, whether it's high school sport, semi-professional sport, pre-professional, whatever it may be, on Morris Sussex Sports, contact George Mulha, george@morrissussexsports.com for more information. As I give our producer a conniption by trying to keep the same volume. Paul Arvery on the switch once again. One of the best in the business, and we will give you nothing but top-notch service.
One of the best and determined producers in this business, let me tell you.
Nice ball over the top. They're looking for Campos. Good play by Clemson to defend. Sends it right away into the attack for Cedar Stars, and now with Awashi. Azriel Johnson. Outside to Nino. Nino, the former Highlander, goes wide and collected calmly by Velasquez. So many NGIT players that we've seen come in through here, and again, just up the hill here at Rutgers Newark. Must be a pretty good rivalry when those two schools play each other, Rutgers Newark and NJIT. I mean, literally, you just had to walk up the street. Yeah. I mean, there's no excuse for not having a good crowd at those matches.
It's literally who has city bragging rights at this point.
Absolutely,
at those games. Yeah, definitely.
And you got that, and you got New Jersey City University now. You got so many
great institutions. Yeah, great institutions.
Of course, St. Peter's with their incredible run
in the NCAA tournament.
From Jersey City, did a tremendous job this past year.
Yeah.
Of course, Seton Hall not too far away. The talent, the depth of talent in this area for any sport, but especially for soccer and basketball, is tremendous.
No, I mean St. Peter's with their Cinderella run this year. I mean, beating high seed Kentucky team. That's incredible.
Throw in here from Morris Elite. 42nd minute, 1-1 the scoreline. Goals from Alberto Pangrazi, who opened the scoring for Morris Elite, and then a rebound goal put away from Drew Patterson for Cedar Stars rush. Have it on level terms. Again, Cedar Stars played a very good and excellent Long Island Rough Riders team right to the brink in their last game, unfortunately. Came out on the losing side. So they know that how good they can play when they are determined. But Morris Elite, they are showing that they can absolutely be there for winning this game. It's even. There's a collision there between Clemson and Moses Lopez. Pierce can't quite get the connection he wants on that one. Here comes Kalukian. Kalukian inside, nice ball forward, but look who's there. Cormac Pike with sprinting like a madman.
I mean, he's running like Sonic at this point.
I mean, he's again, you like to make those kind of plays, but as a center defender, you're not used to those sprints, so I'm sure he's not totally appreciative there of his midfield.
I mean, being in the defensive line, it's a little bit unusual to see him running towards a forward being an attacker.
Well, he was sprinting on that. Was a full sprint from Cormac, but again, you just got to worry about your, just overall. It doesn't matter how physically fit you are, and these guys are at the top of their game playing D1. You can't have that many sprints in a game and be able to play 90 minutes.
I mean, maybe he could try out for like a track and field team around here or something. I don't know. Maybe do some hurdle jumps.
That's a totally different beast. I can tell you that, my friend.
You could run, jump. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can run and jump.
The coordination on that, I've called a couple track meets for Morris Sussex Sports this year.
Sure.
The coordination on running hurdles is so different from almost anything in terms of a running sport. Yeah, okay, you can run. great.
Right.
To run at full sprint and stay semi-aerodynamic going over the hurdle,
Yeah.
it's a totally different beast.
I mean, 4 of those in a row will kill you, definitely.
And here comes Tutu now. Patterson looking to cause more damage. One-on-one with Adames. Patterson to the byline. Nice play there from the native of Bilbao, Spain, and it's out for another corner kick for Cedar Stars, who have dominated in that department.
But I mean, Patterson, the Cranford native, is amazing at these one-on-one plays. Just one defender, he can just get past him in just a couple kicks.
And he's got some good height, and he's got speed on that wing.
He's got a good form he's got a great athletic build. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. So the corner comes in, headed away by Cormac Pike. Getting on this one is Abyss, who tries to clear the lines, but it's not all the way gone. Johnson cuts inside. Nice move. Azriel Johnson lays it inside to Awashi. Nice block that time. Morris Elite just trying to clear the lines. It's still not clear. That shot blocked by Torres, or Pike, I should say. Trying to get on this one to Smith. It's still not clear. Cedar Stars still in possession, still pushing for a second goal. And this has got to be addressed, I'm sure, by Coach Kirchie at halftime. All this bottled in time in their own defensive third.
And the amount of entry that they're letting in from this Cedar Stars team.
Absolutely. As here comes a nice chip there by Tutu. Looking ahead, Smith finally finds some space and clears it over the halfway line. But look how far out Kaladi is. You can see how confident he is that this ball is not going to go anywhere near him. After that first goal for Morris Elite, it's been absolutely no offensive pressure from the hosts in this game.
But as I just saw before, Joao Campos, a little bit of pressure on one of these defensive players.
Nice play there from Tutu. Goes down the wing. Tutu the cross in all the way through. No one connects on it. Almost there was Connor Pugh.
You can already see Thomas Clemson's seeing his disappointment on his face when he saw that shot didn't go in.
I mean, I will say this for center backs.
Sure.
They always look the most disappointed, but they also know they had no chance of scoring that goal. Absolutely none.
They also know they were not involved in the attempt.
There's a reason they are center backs. If they were better at scoring, they would be forwards. Here they come again, though. Nice play and a hard challenge. And it's going to be a free kick at the very least. It's coming forward was the captain, Darlene. Is it going to be a yellow card? I believe it is. And it is going to be Edgar Torres going into the book for the yellow card. First yellow card of the game for Morris Elite, second of the match overall. And that was a heavy challenge from Torres as Darlene, center back, came in with a head of steam and caused some chaos. And now a free kick at a very dangerous position here.
From Nino.
For Cedar Stars as Andrew Nino is on it. Looks like a three-man wall for Morris Elite. Lots of players lining at the back post.
Hope this wall works.
Comes in, headed up in the air by Awashi, but it's out of play, and it'll be a goal kick for Morris Elite as we're in stoppage time here in the first half.
Well, remember, we don't have any notice as to how much stoppage time we have, so we'll just go based on the whistle.
No board, and probably about a minute or two of stoppage time. Probably not much more time left in this first half. As the referee has already put the whistle to his mouth.
Like I was saying before, not many fouls were given, so not much stoppage time would be added, really.
2 goals, 2 yellow cards, but overall, not too much.
Right, not too much time. There.
And there it is.
There you go.
The halftime whistle blows.
Caught me mid-sentence.
Entertaining first 45 minutes. Morris Elite going out to the lead about halfway through from Alberto Pangrazzi, but a goal from Drew Patterson levels things up, and it's been all pressure time for Cedar Stars Rush since that Morris Elite goal. Some adjustments needing to be made if you're Coach Donato Curci. We'll get ready for the second half. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports.
And through the process of selling their home and finding their dream home. Whether you need more space, are a first-time home buyer, or ready to downsize, Rich can help. Rich is a National Association of Realtors Circle of Excellence Award winner and one of the top producers in his area. With Rich, you can always expect expert analysis, excellent service, and exceptional results. For all real estate in Morris and Somerset counties, contact Rich Latman at 908-839-8487 or by email at rlatman@klsir.com.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
I've worked with many mortgage companies over the years, from the big banks where I thought I could get the best, most competitive rate, to the small guys where I thought I'd get more personalized service. And I never thought I could have it both, until I met Family First. Family First gave me the most competitive rates in the market with unmatched service. Their team is incredible. They were always at arm's reach, ready to answer my questions, help me weigh different loan options, and work through some of the most challenging closing situations and timelines. I have to say, without a doubt, Family First is the best in the business, and I strongly recommend them if you're looking to finance or refinance your home.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Choosing a college is a big, big, big deal. But I know I started right, because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school,
Like me.
exploring career options,
Like me.
or seeking lifelong learning,
Like me.
make CCM your choice. Like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts your games? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
At Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. We offer a variety of products and automotive services to enhance your vehicle's performance. Our mission is simple. We never promise more than we can deliver, and we always give the customer more than they expect. Because at Madison Tire and Auto Repair LLC, our philosophy is the customer is number one. Please call us for a quote or service question at 973-377-1915.
Cimino & Philippone is a New Jersey-based law firm with offices in Morristown and Hazlitt, devoted to providing quality legal representation and personal attention in the areas of residential and commercial real estate, estate planning, and personal injury. Contact Joe Philippone at 732-203-0060 or by email at jphilippone@cf-lawfirm.com. Whether you are a trucker or a landscaper, accountant, or carpenter, needing workers' compensation, general liability, or commercial auto insurance, Gladstone Coverage Group has you covered. Gladstone Coverage Group is a one-stop agency specializing in many types of insurance, including life, personal, business, and Medicare supplement insurance, as well as employee benefits, serving many communities throughout New Jersey. As an insurance partner protecting you and future generations, contact Tyler Brinson at 908-698-0477 or by email at tylerb@gladstonecoverage.com and tell him Morris Sussex Sports sent you.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than Modern Acupuncture. Modern Acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
I was born fast. Parisi made me faster.
I thought I could jump. Parisi brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Sherman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home. And she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
Choosing a college is a big, big, big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school, like me, exploring career options,
like me,
or seeking lifelong learning,
like me,
make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Back here for the start of the second half between Morris Elite and Cedar Stars Rush. 1-1 after 45. As the two teams are back out on the field. Goals from Alberto Pangrazi and Drew Patterson. Pretty even first 25 minutes. Morris Elite gets the opening goal, sort of against the run to play, but pretty even. But that second half of the first half, though, Sebastian, was all Cedar Stars Rush, and Morris Elite is lucky to only be tied and not down in this match.
No, of course. I mean, Cedar Stars adopted that pressure mentality on their offense, and just working really well for them. Got them that one goal before halftime, and it looked like it can work wonders for them if they use it properly in the second half.
Doesn't look like any changes for Cedar Stars. We'll see if there are any changes for Morris Elite. It looks like there is. As it looks like there is one change. Alejandro Rabel is into the match, number 22. We'll see who that is for Morris Elite. This is still out there. Looks like it's for Moses Lopez. Looks like Moses Lopez has made way, the number 18. So Moses Lopez off at the half for Alejandro Rabel. Looks like Abyss has taken his position on the left-hand side with Alejandro Rabel taking over on the right-hand side. The native of Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, comes in. Actually had some playing time for the Puerto Rican national team. Played for Bayamon FC, professional club in Puerto Rico. So we're underway for the second half. Cedar Stars, again in the green and black, going from right to left in the second half. Morris Elite in the blue, going from left to right. Barbell going into his senior season at NJIT. Made 18 starts and 19 appearances. 3 goals and 6 assists for the Highlanders, which actually I just found out has made the shift to Division I a few years ago. So them and Rutgers Newark would never play each other unless it's in a random sport that both are not in, in the same league.
I believe they are in the America East Conference.
Correct.
Yep, there you go.
Another one that's got plenty of talent, UNH, Vermont of the world. UNH actually was up as high as number 8 in the country last year in the men's soccer rankings at one point. As a turnover here for Morris Elite, they look for Pangrazi. Pangrazi, nice defensive play, though. Vandalin tracking back. The Swede showing some pretty good speed for a center back and beating Pangrazi to that ball. Let's take a look at who's left on the bench. Only 6 substitutes listed for Cedar Stars. Eric Demora, the backup goalkeeper, as here comes Cedar Stars the other way. Nice header down, and Velasquez will take. Aiden Lawler, Matthew Leong, Amir Lukovic, Francisco Gomez Olano, and Tony Yaboa, all available off the bench for Cedar Stars Rush. For Morris Elite, Jomar Vizcaino, the backup goalkeeper this evening. Oscar Valencia, Santiago Vasquez, Marvin Munoz, Edward DeRosier, and Asembo Augo available off the bench. As well as, of course, Mr. Rabel, who's now in the match. As going wide here is Harry Bark. Back to Darlene, and the high attack mentality for Cedar Stars continuing here in the second half. Here comes Johnson, looks to cut inside, goes wide to Bark. Harry Bark tries to chip it in, takes a deflection, still gets through. The header down and into the back of the net. Drew Patterson, brace. And within 3 minutes, it's 2-1 Cedar Stars. And it has to be said, that's been coming based on how this second half has started.
I mean, just from literally looking for the first half, just pressure, building and building. Let's look at this replay right here, yeah.
And again, dealing with the first ball not being done by Morris Elite. It stays in the box too long. And there you see it's a simple header in the middle of the box, really. That's about as simple as it gets.
Simple back kick, getting into the header, right in, finds the net. Just an amazing goal overall.
But again, I mean, that was the problem with Morris Elite at the end of that first half. They didn't pay for it. There they do, not clearing their lines, not getting that ball out and away from the goal. And leads now to a deficit. Morris Elite having to come from behind. Coach Kirchie trying to inspire his players to keep their heads up in this moment. As it goes back to Velasquez. Meanwhile, in other sports news, the Stanley Cup Finals Game 1 tonight. 3-1 Colorado Avalanche over the Tampa Bay Lightning after one period of play in Game 1. Tampa Bay escaping the Rangers in 6 games in that series. Colorado dominant in their series to win the Western Conference. Nice interception there from Pangrazi. Gets it wide to Rabel. Rebel looking forward for Campos, but it's a little bit too far ahead, and Darlene will easily collect. Better from Morris Elite. Pangrazi getting involved. As Darlene will collect and sends it over to Clemson. 2-1 Cedar Stars, an early second half goal, a second of the game for Drew Patterson. Who again, just had 2 goals this past season for Cal Poly. Well, he's got that today. As it goes down the wing, here they come again, Kalukian. Kalukian one-on-one with Navio. Sends it in front. That's a better clearance from Morris Elite. Rebel, defended by 2 players, and it's just an instant collapse on the ball as soon as it gets anywhere from Cedar Stars, and there they force another mistake. Awashi sends it in. They look for Patterson. It draws to Pugh. Good job there from Torres to clear it away. Torres on a yellow card, has to be careful. He and Harry Bark both on yellows, 1 per team. Pangrazi goes wide to Abyss. Tries up for Pangrazi, but Pangrazi, he's gifted with the height. Not the fastest player on the field, so that one a little bit too far ahead. Intercepted there, but taken right back by Will Pierce. They send it over the top. Pangrazi. That one checks up for him nicely. Lays it back to Abyss. Abyss looks to send it across. Rebel goes up for it. It's a collision between him and Kaladi. But Kaladi claims. The goalkeeper from Columbia, the first to that one. Nice attempt there to get it to Rebel, but a little bit too close to the keeper and easily claimed by the native of Frisco, Texas. Darlene. Clemson now. Inside to Johnson. Johnson. Wide to 2-2. Lays it back to the goalkeeper, Kaladi. And now a little bit of high press from Morris Elite, but Cedar Stars looks to break it through Bark. Harry Bark inside to Awashi. Awashi sends it forward. Cross field pass, a little bit too high for Kalukian. Out for a Morris Elite throw, but immediately you see the numbers being thrown in from Cedar Stars, providing that pressure immediately, even on throw-ins, right in Morris Elite's face. And right now, they just don't know how to deal with it.
No, they're just causing errors left and right. I mean, a goal kick, a goal. The goalie, Velasquez, just kicked. A little bit of pressure, made an error.
As it goes here to the 7 of Johnson. Inside to Awashi. Back to Johnson. Good pressure there and a turnover. Smith takes it. Rebel. Interchange with Smith. Luke Smith looks for an option. Tries to lay it forward for João Campos, but nice interception from Bark. Going the other way now is Pugh. Connor Pugh gets through Pierce. Pugh lays it inside. Kalukian. Shot. Nice block there. Goes back out to Rebel. All over him, though, is Darlene. It'll be out for another corner kick for Cedar Stars. All pressure all the time for the team wearing lime green and black. And right now, it's just a lime green machine is what it is.
They're representative of that green light on the stoplight. They're just going off right now.
Another corner kick. It's at least 7 or 8 for them tonight. That corner whipped into the near post, easily defended away. Falls to 2-2. 2-2 decides to lace a shot, takes a slight deflection, but easily claimed by Velasquez. Velasquez looks for an early opening. He has one, and Campos, nice, brings it down, but loses possession of it. Pugh lays it inside, looking for Awashi. Nice turn there by Campos. Campos still on it. Campos goes wide, getting over there. A chance for Abyss. He lays it off instead. Adamas inside to the penalty spot, and it just couldn't get in clean contact was Rebel. Better from Morris Elite. This is Smith. Smith goes wide to Navio. Navio inside. Looking for options. He's got Smith. Looking for Rebel. That pass, though, offline. And cleared away by Darlene. Getting across and claiming that was Pierce, but not to a player wearing blue. It goes the other direction. Long ball ahead for Patterson. Cormac Pike one-on-one. Patterson gets by him. Patterson one-on-one with the keeper looking for the hat trick. Big save, Velasquez. And just that quick. Morris Elite with a decent amount of pressure for about 45 seconds, but all it takes is one turnover, And Cedar Stars showing that quick strike ability right down the field. It's another corner kick.
I mean, adding that goal, making it 2-1 Cedar Stars, kind of gave Morris Elite a little bit of change, a little bit of looking into themselves. And you saw that perfectly in their kind of almost strategic passing in that last play.
And almost connected with a decent attempt at goal, just missing with Rebel. But again, as soon as that turnover happens, even in their own defensive third, Cedar Stars, this is what they do. It's that quick strike mentality, going down to the other end and getting an attempt on goal. It was a nice save by Velasquez to deny Patterson his hat trick, at least for the moment. Another corner kick for Cedar Stars in the 55th minute. Whipped in, right in the middle of the 18. Spilling it is Velasquez, but a foul is called by the referee. Bails out Morris Elite's goalkeeper on that one, and it'll be a free kick. Morris Elite just trying to find their offensive boots. They had it there for about a minute or so, and then again, there's the turnover. Connor Pugh, nicely intercepted back, though, by Smith. Goes wide for Navio.
You could say it's a little bit of lacking of control of the ball.
Although Navio, showing some control, lays it inside. A shot from way out by Abyss, but easily saved by Kaladi.
Like I was saying before, it looks like a little bit of lack of control on receiving the ball in passes. I mean, you see these passes getting to them, just not that sort of confident control of getting it, therefore leading to that turnover.
And
almost
the first,
go ahead, go.
No. That's and to go on to your point there.
Yeah.
Your first game on a new turf, okay, you're getting used to the spin, you're getting used to how it reacts.
Right.
At this point, you've played 3 or 4 matches here. There's no excuse for not knowing how the ball is going to react.
Right.
So that's going to be, I'm sure, something that will be worked on here. But here comes Cedar Stars the other way. Nice play getting back with Rebel.
Again, that high pressure.
Always pressuring. As that one sent over the top, though, it's a decent one. Looking to get it on his Campos, but easily defended away there by Bark.
Great hustle by Campos on that play.
Awashi gives it to Johnson. Johnson looks for options, doesn't have many. Now he finds one in the 19 of Nino.
And
a foul there against Rebel as Nino was hacked a little bit there.
Oh.
Quick free kick from Awashi going out to the wing. Kalukian cuts to the byline, looks inside, sends it in front. Did it go over the line? Yes, it did, and it will be a goal kick from Morris Elite.
I mean, we're looking at Kalukian, a commit to University of Michigan. Making that risky play right there along the line just shows how much determination he has on this field and will be making at University of Michigan.
Looks like Kalukian, the way he played, he is a pure winger, is really what he is. You see him out there more than Connor Pugh, who was listed out on that side. But Kalukian, you can see with his speed, he just has an extra burst of pace that he can go to. And he used it there, but just a little bit too far. Couldn't quite control it. As a free kick here, goal kick, I should say, from Morris Elite. Sent up to the left-hand side, trying to get on this one. A little bit of a shove, and seeing that was the referee, and a free kick now for the home team. The home team that is sponsored by Alfred Sports Shop, Jag 1 Physical Therapy, and the Shop Chatham. And again, we want to thank them for their sponsorship and their support of Morris Elite Soccer Club in the USL League 2 and USLW leagues this season. And again, if you are enjoying what you are seeing and hearing, we
hope you are.
Yeah, we would hope so.
We would hope you're enjoying what you're hearing.
As we're going to have a couple of substitutions. But if you are enjoying what you're hearing and seeing, make sure to subscribe to both Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports.
So we're getting 2 substitutions from Cedar Stars.
Yep, Connor Pugh is coming off.
And
as is the number 19 of Andrew Nino. It'll be the 14 of Amer Lukovic and the 23 of Francisco Gomez Olano, who will come on. So the first 2 subs, a change up top with Lukovic, a change in the midfield for Gomez Olano. Lukovic, a player at Montclair State University going into his sophomore season, was actually D3 Soccer second-team All-American last year as a freshman. He had 17 goals and 5 assists as a freshman in 21 games for the Red Hawks this past season. Excellent player out of Clifton.
And Amer scored the lone goal on that penalty kick in the NCAA tournament first-round win over Gordon College.
And Francisco Gomez Olano, native of Spain, from Cadiz, actually played at the University of Cadiz before coming to Ryder, just graduated this past year. 16 starts in 2021, 4 goals and 2 assists. And again, Cedar Stars maybe not the most explosive players in the world, but they are very, very deep in terms of their talent. As there's a pressure there from Pangrazi. Nice job by Darlene to get it away. As they send it forward, Lukovic on the ball. Lukovic cuts to the top of the 18. Long-range shot, and what a goal! Amir Lukovic with his first touch of the match.
I mean,
we talked about goal scoring, and there it was.
We talk about a player coming out the bench full with energy. Let's take a look at that one more time.
What a strike from Lukovic.
I mean, just look at that clear path left by Morris Elite, and just a righty, a powerful left with that one.
A rocket to the top corner. And we talked about Lukovic. You cannot give a goal scorer like that much room. And Morris Elite just realized what they are facing now that he's on the field.
They gave him what looked like a clear path, a little bit of a yellow brick road, if you might say, on his way home.
Yeah.
And finding that ball in the net.
Amir Lukovic with the goal. Again, 17 last season as a freshman at Montclair State. I'll tell you what, if he put those kind of numbers for one more season, he might not be playing at the Division III level for very long. That's the kind of goal-scoring ability you see from a D1 striker. What a shot there from Lukovic, and he's right on it again. Gives a forearm to Edgar Torres and earns a throw-in. Here he comes again, but is it a foul throw? Looks like a foul throw is what was called, or was it a shove?
And now kind of to go based off of this idea of substitutions, fresh players coming off the bench. We just saw a fresh player come off the bench in the form of Amir Lukovic, score that amazing goal for Cedar Stars. Morris Elite might be thinking now, should we put some substitutes in? Should we get some fresh legs in here?
Certainly would be the time to make those changes. There's no one actively warming up yet for Morris Elite. They don't have too many attacking options. Marvin Munoz is a solid player in the midfield. Asembo Bugo, also a solid player.
Yeah,
so
sure, yes.
we'll see what Coach Gertzi decides to do, but the frustration levels must be through the roof because, again, they had the lead in this match, and within 25 minutes of game time, it is completely turned on its head.
Changed, definitely.
Yes.
But you know what? They put up a valiant effort. They put up something of what looks like to be an offensive line that is changing, that is modifying itself, that is learning throughout the course of this game.
And unfortunately, though, that team starts that changing offensive attack needs to start scoring goals, and that's why it's consistently changing. Here they go wide again. Kalukian.
Amir
inside.
Lukovic.
Look out.
Lukovic.
Almost left alone again was Lukovic, and that has to stop happening for Morris Elite. That's just based on his first touch.
I mean, look at the guy. He's a very tall guy. He's has a very good athletic build. He can be a dominant machine if he wants to on the field.
And he's already proven that with his first touches of the match.
Oh.
Another cross in, but nicely cleared away.
And a rocket by guess who? Amir Lukovic.
He's right there again. Morris Elite just trying to get any possession of the ball right now to even start an attack. And right now, it is not happening.
No, it's just all Cedar Stars right now. Passing. They're passing like they're passing at practice. Let's just be honest.
And
it's controlled.
Yep.
It's everything you want to look for in the control in a game that you are in possession of.
And another offensive option, also Santiago Vasquez on the bench. So forward and winger at Sussex County Community College. But right now, it's going to take someone who can really come on and make a difference for Morris Elite if they have any chance in this game. Another cross comes in, back post, the header. What a save by Velasquez.
And like we were saying before, talking about substitutions, it looks like a substitute's getting ready for Morris Elite here in the form of de Rosier coming on for let's find out who in a little bit.
And it looks like de Rosier is getting ready down below us.
Yep.
Morris Elite just trying to change the game below. Here they come again. Luke Smith now. Luke Smith on the ball, lays it out to Rebel.
See, but the thing is, the comment of making a
looking for that space there, but
making a play right there.
Campos,
losing it right there.
Lose it back to Pierce. Switches the field. That pass has got some heat on it.
And
but it's
the turnover.
Too strong for Jose Adames.
There you go.
And again, that's a decent look. But there's no finished product. The passing in the final third has not been there again tonight for Morris Elite.
It's just you see the opportunity, you see the player. He's looking around, trying to find people.
Look out as Kalukian goes one-on-one there with Navio, but just takes a spill on that one and easily collected by Velasquez, who made a big save on that header. Otherwise, we're looking at a 4-1 scoreline.
back to my point about substitutions. It looks like Morris Lee is trying to put on a more defensive line.
Kalukian, top of the 18 with a rocket of a shot, and he scores! Kalukian!
There you go.
Turns on the 18, was left alone off a turnover again in the midfield, and it's 4-1 Cedar Stars inside of 64 minutes.
I mean, Morris Lee has got to be looking inside themselves and saying what went wrong.
Well, we can see what went wrong right there on the turnover, and look how much space the Michigan commit is given. Velasquez gets a piece of it, but little he can do.
Yeah, right off the fingertips.
And so now a mountain to climb, an Everest to climb for Morris Elite.
In the form of needing 3 goals to even get close to being even.
And you see Cormac Pike still trying to wake his team up. As it's going to be Will Pierce that's going to make way. Will Pierce off for DeRossier.
Will Pierce, midfielder, coming in exchange for DeRossier, the defender.
Well, DeRossier, we've seen him as a defensive mid. He's actually been a decent playmaker this season for Morris Elite, the native of East Orange.
Former Essex County Community College product.
As goes wide to Navio, and Morris Elite just trying to find anything right now. It's been a tough sledding game.
There has been a little bit of eeriness that creeped into this booth as these goals keep on piling up.
As I didn't know this place was haunted. Anyway, Santiago Vasquez, as Paul almost spits up all over our computer. Here comes Morris Elite the other way. A turnover, though, again. Campos can't quite keep it.
I mean, I know it's June, but it feels like October in here with the amount of spookiness and the amount of eeriness that's going on.
Santiago Vasquez.
You can see our producer, Paul, playing along with my joke here.
Well, he's willing to humor you, I think. Santiago Vasquez looks like he's ready to come on at the down below us. We'll see who he comes on for, whether that's for Pangrazi or someone else. We'll see who that change is. It might be going to all-out attack, though, for Morris Elite as they get ready to go. And now we have a ball out of play and the change as here comes Santiago Vasquez, the player for the Highlanders, Sussex County Community College. And he's going to come on actually for Edgar Torres, who's on the yellow card, the defender. And looks like he's going to go back into defense. So, again, he plays more as a forward or a winger. But he's going to go out and play defense, it appears. So, bit of a change, but trying to get anything going is Morris Elite. And we'll see what can happen with DeRossier now on the field along with Vasquez. Number 25 takes over that center back position. No one would expect a forward in defense, perhaps, but we'll see what this leads to as they go down the wing. Nice interchange there with Rebel and Campos, but easily taken away, and a nice move there by Awashi. Now up forward, a big collision there between Pike and Lukovic. Stays though with Gomez Alano. Goes wide to Tutu. Back to Klimpson. Goes wide to Darlene. Now Awashi. And Cedar Stars now slowing things down as Morris Elite has just flooded the midfield, all 11 players behind the ball. As it goes out wide. Nice defensive header away there. 4-1 Cedar Stars.
I mean, just a huge turn of events going on in what in this matter of 10 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. It's in terms of game time, a complete flip of the script. It was, again, Morris Elite had the lead in this match for about 10 minutes, starting from about the 24th minute on. Ever since that moment, Cedar Stars flipped the switch, and they have gone absolutely ballistic in terms of the scoreline. A pair of goals from Drew Patterson, a goal from Lukovic, and now Kalukian on the scoreboard as well. Rebel looks for an option, gives it to DeRossier. DeRossier, that veteran presence, maybe trying to just calm things down a little bit for a game that Morris Elite had the lead, but have just absolutely lost control of it. And again, not a ton of attacking options. No Murdy Calico available today. No Victor Villagomez available today. So it's really about the players that are here.
Yeah.
Step up and make your claim to being part of this roster.
This was their
next
chance.
game.
Yeah, this was the chance for the players that normally don't get that
Turnover.
much time.
Here comes Cedar Stars, top of the 18, moving in again. Shot blocked that time by Pike. Pike goes in after it, as does Abyss, but it's going to be out for a throw-in for Cedar Stars. And there's at least one player that will not quit for the entire 90 minutes, and that's Cormac Pike.
Oh, yeah.
But, again, a team that is struggling to find form. They had that win against FA Euro. They've lost now 3 in a row since then. Losing to FA Euro in the return fixture, losing to FC Motown, losing to their derby rivals.
I mean, you would think the return of Cormac Pike being in the starting 11 would do something for this team. It just didn't really do much, let's be honest.
Well, defense is not where the problem lies. Again, it's been sloppy. It's been sloppy in the midfield. There hasn't been the attacking focus. There hasn't really been too many attempts outside of the goal.
No, it's been mostly defense oriented, and the defense is not even doing their job correctly. That defensive line just breaks whenever.
Well, you know what it is? It's because it's the turnovers. When you have that turnover, as there's another cross into the top of the box, chance there, but cleared away as Harry Bark looked for a goal, but cleared away there by the 25 of Vasquez. But when you're a defender, you expect your midfielders to at least hold the line for a little bit, even if there's a quick turnover.
Right.
You're still able to okay, let's regroup, let's get into position. The pressure from Cedar Stars is forcing the turnovers in the midfield. The defense doesn't have time to reorganize and reset and relax, and they are just being torn apart for that reason. And again, we've seen this back line have really good performances with these same players. So it's the turnovers in the midfield. If the corner gets whipped in near post, cleared in, but not all the way, as Bark with a chance, and he shanks that one, but it stays in play with so much backspin. And that's why Harry Bark plays outside back, as that one's out for a throw-in. I was about to say, that looked like something out of off my dad's game. That was a slice there on that one. Mine would have been a lot more clean, a little bit more of a fade. As a couple of changes coming on for Cedar Stars, as looks like Kalukian will be coming off along with Azriel Johnson. And replacing them will be Tony Yaboa and Aiden Lawler. So Yaboa and Lawler on for Johnson and one of the goal scorers, Kalukian. Yaboa, native of Newark, actually played at St. Benedict's as well, going to Monroe College, going into his sophomore year at Monroe. Had 9 appearances, 4 goals and assists last year. For Aiden Lawler, interesting story. Out of Morristown, New Jersey, going to Bucknell, going to his sophomore season, coming out of another powerhouse from the state, Del Barton, coming out of Cedar Stars Academy, going to his sophomore season. This one bounces around at the edge of the 18, but out for a goal kick. His father actually played rugby at Georgetown. His mother, a soccer player at Holy Cross, actually holds dual citizenship. He's also an Irish citizen and competes in Gaelic football.
No, I was going to say, he also represented the Republic of Ireland in national team camps in U15 all the way to U17. So this guy has definitely experience from all over the world, really.
Have you ever experienced Gaelic football?
I don't
even, you know what it is?
I probably would not even know what the word Gaelic was until you explained it to me.
Because I'll tell you what, it is soccer plus rugby plus Australian rules football on steroids. It is absolute insanity.
So essentially, it's something I'm not going to play.
It's most people that are mostly sane don't play. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It is a sport absolutely purely Irish.
I hope we're both sane in this room to say we're not going to play that.
I got my Irish roots in me. We'll see. As Morris Elite clears this one off the back line.
All right, you take that one, man.
Two sports that are only belong to Ireland. Gaelic football and hurling is the other one. Both of which are absolutely. If you like soccer, you will like both of those sports. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
As this one goes across, intercepted by Navio, but not off his foot. As here comes Yaboa. Tony Yaboa, top of the 18, defended away nicely by Vasquez. Morris Elite gets the ball back and gives it to Rebel. Rebel has no options forward, goes back to Navio, who lays it back to Vasquez. Vasquez going all the way to the opposite side, looking for Abyss, but it hops over him off the turf. Darlene calmly on it and keeps it away from Campos. Morris Elite pretty much going with 3 up top now, but just nothing for them to latch on to, as that's a foul and a free kick for Morris Elite. As 3 changes getting ready for Morris Elite. 3 changes about to happen here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go.
As every field player available is about to come on for Morris Elite.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
As we'll see who's coming off. It is Luke Smith will be coming off.
Yep.
Along with Campos and Abyss. So coming off, James Abyss, João Campos, and Luke Smith. Coming on,
Augo.
Asempo Augo.
Yep.
Oscar Valencia, and Marvin Munoz all coming into this game. So a bit of a change as Pangrazi will go out to the right-hand side. Valencia on the left with Munoz playing in the midfield. Munoz, again, another Morris Elite Academy product. Already had an appearance or 2 this year in USL League 2. As I believe is Oscar Valencia. Simple Augo, again, one of the players from NJIT from Mays Landing. He's on the ball now. Top of the 18, brings it down to himself, lays it out wide. The shot off the post!
Oh, my.
And almost with his first touch.
But again, that point I brought up earlier, the idea of substitutions bringing on fresh energy. And look what we got.
Oscar Valencia, almost with his first touch of the game, hits the post. And Morris Elite that close from having the deficit to 4-2 as this one goes out wide. Rebel.
I mean, 4-2 is a lot better than keeping it a 4-1 for the rest of the game.
Navio lays it inside to Munoz. Okay. Navio again goes wide to Rebel. Rebel tries to go nutmeg on Bark. Tries to poke it away there, but it ends up with 2-2. Such a good look there from Morris Elite. And
yeah,
this is something that from last year that I noticed that is carrying over to this year.
Sure.
The academy players from Morris Elite, when they get their chance, there is such a difference. There's an energy that they bring that obviously all these players are, bringing a high level of talent, high level of energy, high level of skill. But the Morris Elite academy players, when they get their chance in USL League 2, there's an extra burst. As this goes forward, Augo cuts inside. Augo to the byline, sends a cross in, easily claimed by Kaladi.
I mean, you could say it's the academy players' chances to prove that they've made it to this stage, and it's well worth the decision to put them there.
Absolutely, and you get all of the obviously the USL Academy League that they participated in the first year of that last year. That the Morris Elite team actually did pretty well in that USL Academy League, but you get those players now moving forward, moving up. But the question now is, can they produce on the big stage? And Oscar Valencia almost did that very, very early. As this one goes back to the back line, Velasquez sends it forward with a hoof up the field. Easily claimed by Darlene, but it will be out for a Morris Elite throw. Valencia, one of the top 11 players in the NJYS League last year, top 11 for nationals at that tournament for Morris Elite. So, player that comes in with some pedigree. And like I said, almost had himself a goal early on. As here comes Cedar Stars the other way. 2-2 moves forward. Nice job there by the 25 of Vasquez. Vasquez comes forward now with some pace. Goes wide to Rebel. Rebel, nice play by Darlene. Forces a throw. It'll stay with Morris Elite, though, in the 78th minute. 4-1 Cedar Stars in this game. Augo comes inside. Tries to get to the middle. Lays it outside instead to Valencia. And another missed chance, perhaps. Here comes Adames. Lays it back inside to Munoz. Munoz tries to lay it inside again. 1-2 there with Augo staying onside barely. Is Pangrazi? No, just offside was Pangrazi. A good save in the end by Kaladi, but
I mean, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that last attempt that could have been made by Sembo Augo on that last shot. He had a clear, wide, open path right there. You saw that. You saw a wide open path.
It was a decent look for sure.
Right, correct. You saw that a little bit of a wide path right there. Could have taken the shot, but instead he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna find my way in there, find a little bit of intricacy, and it cost him a possible goal right there.
Well, you see it with players, even some players in the upper reaches of football. Sometimes they're just not as confident on one foot compared to the other.
No,
left foot compared to right foot.
But I mean,
patented shot for a left footer right there. That would have been absolutely perfect. If that's not Ugo's dominant foot, it's a very, very different technique. It's a hard one to prepare, but you still at least hope for the shot there if you're Coach Kirchie.
Yeah, you could. You could try at this point. I mean, what is that going to do? Just you know what I mean. So
that one goes out of play, and 2 substitutions coming on for Cedar Stars.
Looking at,
it looks like it's the 21 is Matthew Leong. Coming off is the 24 of Bark, as well as the number 8 of Awashi. So the 29, we'll find out who the number 29 is, but Matthew Leong is coming onto the field as well. So Awashi and Bark off.
Looking at Matthew Leong here, the Columbia Lion from Hoboken, New Jersey, St. Benedict's prep product. So he knows his way around the ball when it comes to a little bit of soccer here.
Absolutely, as this one goes wide. And we'll find out who number 29 is, the mystery man who is not on the roster, so must have been added late in as a late addition, but we'll try to figure out who number 29 is. But you mentioned Leong, just another player coming out of actually PDA. His brother Anderson actually went to UCLA, was drafted in the first round in 2019 by Atlanta United. Anderson Leong. So some pedigree there in that family.
Long also had his experience at St. Benedict's Prep being a big part of the 2019 Prep A National Championship team. So he has some experience on the national championship stage.
Wow, St. Benedict's winning a national championship. I'm so stunned.
I know, but you know what? It's on here. It's on my sheet. I'm going to say it.
Well, as long as we can trust your research, then I think we can.
Oh, thank you.
As this one will go out wide to the number 6 of Lawler. Lays it inside to Tutu. Back to the middle. The 21 of Leong. And Cedar Stars just happy to pass this around with 10 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time left to go.
Again, it's the same problem for Morris Elite. Pressure from the opposing team. Defensive line scrambles to get anything. And turnovers. Again, there you go.
Here it is, top of the 18. Another chance for Cedar Stars. It's a chance. Nice save, Velasquez, and a good clearance there by Vasquez. Bails out Velasquez, who spilled it. And coming in was the 17 of Yaboa.
But again, look, another clean look for Cedar Stars. A little bit of scramble there, but again, a decent effort. Yep. Decent effort all over, you could say, honestly.
As we're getting information on who the mystery player is, number 29. As it looks like it is Will Horn who will be coming onto the field. So Will Horn on as well in that double substitution. The corner kick cleared out to the edge of the box. Another cross, and that one deflected out. A throw-in now for Cedar Stars. And the pressure continues for Cedar Stars. It's just been an onslaught. And again, this is how they play. This is what kind of happened, actually, when these two teams played last year. I remember that distinctly, a 4-0 Cedar Stars win. It's a similar dynamic. That's just the way that Cedar Stars plays, is they go forward, they go put bodies into the attack, they attack constantly. And if you're not prepared and have possession of the ball, they will eat you alive, and they have forced that possession away from Morris Elite today. As a easy play down the left-hand side from Morris Elite goes to Pengrazi. Will Horn, a member of the team at St. John's, a defender, is going into his sophomore season.
The Montclair native, Montclair product from MKA, one of the very prestigious day schools in the state of New Jersey.
As that ball went flying, by the way, I think that ended up at the very least on the baseball field, if not over the roof. It's apparently it is on the roof. So, yeah, that ball might be gone forever. That one was cleared away. This is what happens when you play in an urban setting. Nice ankle breaker there by DeRosier. Really depends on the atmosphere. There are certain fields where you lose it to the forests and you lose it to the trees forever, and Well, when you play in the city, there's a chance that that ball will end up on the roof and will be discovered in about 10 years' time, because that's about how often they go up and check for those things. As someone who went up on the roof of my elementary school, I will tell you that. About 7 kickballs, about 25 tennis balls at the very least up there. Cedar Stars with the ball again. But yeah, Will Horn from Montclair, New Jersey is coming out of Montclair Kimberly Academy.
Yep.
The other substitution. As that was the mystery player wearing number 29. Playing up in the midfield. All substitutes basically used. And once again, the life of a backup goalkeeper, you're the only one left on the bench. All subs used for both teams here in this game. 85th minute, 4-1 Cedar Stars. Again, we want to thank all of the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. We want to thank Jag 1 Physical Therapy, Alfred Sports Shop, and the Shop Chatham for their support of Morris Elite SC. We also want to implore you to subscribe, click that notification bell for both Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports YouTube channels. Click that notification bell so you know exactly when we go live. You don't want to miss a minute of the action in USL League 2 or the USLW League. Although, still some time left until the W League team takes the field for a home game. Not until July the 2nd.
Right, yep, 4 away games.
4 straight away games, although that has not slowed them down.
No.
A 6-1 win on the weekend over FA Euro for Morris Elite's women's team, who continue to dominate the field in the inaugural W League season. As Morris Elite tries to get any kind of consolation out of this game. Again, Morris Elite led in this game on a header from Alberto Pangrazi. And since then, it's been all Cedar Stars. A pair of goals for Drew Patterson, a goal from Amir Lukovic, and a goal from Kalukian. Nick Kalukian has completely flipped this game from what it was about 26 minutes in. As though here goes a shot, and off target there from Oscar Valencia, who hit the post earlier. Chance for the second goal, but a little bit wide on that one. A goal kick for Colati, who hasn't really had a ton to do. He's only made 1 or 2 saves. He allowed the 1 goal, but outside of that, he's been able to wander basically anywhere he wants to in this game.
He can just be a spectator on the field, to be honest.
Absolutely. And talked about Morris Elite. Morris Elite's women's team, number 7 in the power rankings, league-wide, after their performance. They actually dropped 3 spots. They were at number 4 last week. They dropped 3 spots. But coming against teams that were winless on the season, the big test for them will be upcoming. They've already had a draw with Long Island Rough Riders, but it's actually the women's side of this Cedar Stars Rush program that is their other big competition in their division on the women's side this year. Cedar Stars sitting on 10 points, tied actually with Long Island Rough Riders and AC Connecticut. They're 3-2-1, but Morris Elite still without a loss, 5-1-0 under Coach Savino. This one sent forward. Getting on this one is Augo, ridden off nicely, though. Good play again by Gabriel Dahlin. The Swede has been excellent in the back line, but Morris Elite does earn a corner kick here in the 88th minute. Morris Elite's women's team, as we said, will be on the road until July the 2nd. That is their next home game here at Frederick Douglass Field. There's the corner kick here on the far side for Morris Elite. Whipped in by Munoz to the back post. A header across. Cleared away, or was it a mishit shot? It's a mishit shot from Morris Elite. Comes down the retaining wall, and it'll be a goal kick for Cedar Stars.
Came back to us. Wasn't lost in a building. It wasn't lost on a roof. It came back to us.
And thankfully didn't hit my car. Anything that goes that direction, there's always that risk. But yes, the women's team will be on the road this upcoming Sunday. They'll be at Manhattan, then at Westchester Flames. And then that big showdown with Cedar Stars will be Wednesday the 29th. Actually, 2 big games in a row at Cedar Stars on the June 29th away. And then we'll be home here at Frederick Douglass Field on July the 2nd against the Long Island Rough Riders. Here they come again, Cedar Stars, but they have certainly calmed down their offensive attack. As Santiago Vasquez sends it to the far side to Munoz. We'll hope, again, that you join us here, though, on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports this upcoming Wednesday as the men will take back to the field, looking to get back to winning ways, as that's out for a throw-in and almost at our camera. Please don't hit that. We don't have the insurance for it.
It's a lot of money. It's very expensive. Please don't hit it.
Morris Elite's men's team, their next game will be away this Sunday at Manhattan SC, and then they will be back home next Wednesday, myself and Sebastian on the call as they take on NJ Copa. Again, 8 o'clock start on that game here on Morris Sussex Sports and Morris Elite TV. Munoz in the 90th minute sends it wide to Rebel. Rebel lays it down the wing. Nice touch inside by Navio with a shot.
Oh.
Nice clutch there by Kaladi.
But a clean look by Navio.
Nice move by the outside back.
Definitely.
Love having those outside backs that are willing to get forward and attack the ball, but unfortunately, the offensive spark, which started brightly for Morris Elite in this game, absolutely consumed by a black hole in the colors of lime green and black. As here comes Patterson, still looking for his hat trick. It's way over the top and into the netting. As we're into the last 20 seconds plus stoppage time here before this game comes to a close. It's going to be a 4th straight loss for Morris Elite. Cedar Stars ends their losing streak at just 1, their 2nd win of the season. As they will climb the standings a little bit, Morris Elite will stay at the bottom of the Metropolitan Division. As we are done with 90 minutes stoppage time, now up to the referee.
Right.
What has been a busy international break. U.S. men's national team getting a 1-1 draw in an absolute bog against El Salvador last night. The last 2 World Cup spots determined, Australia and Costa Rica going to the World Cup on the antics of the Australian goalkeeper. We'll keep that until after the broadcast goes off the air. I can tell there's some upsetness here from my
Pedro
co-commentator.
Gallese was a great goalkeeper. That guy is a legend.
I'm sure we'll discuss this off air, ladies and gentlemen. But congratulations to Australia and Costa Rica making it to the World Cup.
Please don't say congratulations, Australia, again. I'm going to lose it.
As a shot there over the top from Yaboa. Of course, the United States finding out their final group stage member about a week or so ago. We will take on Wales, along with England and Iran in their group in about 6 months' time. As Morris Elite just looks to run out the clock here. And there is the final whistle.
Yep.
Final here, 4-1 Cedar Stars. We'll be back with our player of the match and to let you know what's coming up in the weeks ahead here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. Stay with us.
Family owned and operated business specializing in USDA prime and choice meats, pork, poultry, lamb, veal, and many other store-made specialty items. They also have a fantastic deli, a wonderful market with all the freshest fruits, veggies, and pre-made meals, and they can cater any event, including your family holiday dinners, more delicious than you can on your own. Visit them at sussexmeat.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Gusweiler. As the branch manager of our Parsippany location for North Point Bank, I can tell you emphatically that our customers continue to sing our praises. Our community values us as much as we at North Point value our team. Our goal is to always exceed our clients' expectations. If you're just zipping through life and need a helping hand with any of your home buying decisions, please give us a call today.
Back here, end of the match here at Frederick Douglass Field, 4-1 to Cedar Stars Rush. It was an opening goal from Pangrazi that started things off so well for Morris Elite. And from there, it was Cedar Stars match from about the 30th minute on. A pair of goals from Drew Patterson, Amir Lukovic with a goal, and Nick Kalukian also getting on the score sheet. Drew Patterson, the player of the match with the brace with the 2 goals. Morris Elite player of the game? Going to give it to João Campos, who was actually all over the field in this game. And I had the assist on that goal, on the only goal for Pangrazi, but both of those players certainly all over the pitch and making their presence felt.
Definitely. I mean, Joao Campos definitely was a key piece in this Morris Elite defense. After every ball, after every possession.
And attack, too.
And kept control. That's the main thing. This team needs to learn control the ball. They have to learn this field, like you were saying before. This field is something they should know how to play on, having played 3 or 4 games. And they just got to keep having their heads up. I mean, Kirchie will have to do something to them, some magic maybe.
And Drew Patterson with a pair of brilliant goals for Cedar Stars, who hit a couple of laser beams in this game. Nothing that Alex Velasquez, the goalkeeper, could do. But in the end, again, a win for Cedar Stars gets them their second win of the season. They move their way up the table a little bit. Morris Elite still last. They will go on the road to Manhattan on Sunday for their next contest. As for Cedar Stars Rush, their next game after their win here tonight will be on the road again. Actually, 6 straight road games for Cedar Stars on their schedule. They will be at FA Euro on Saturday.
There you go.
But that will do it from us here at Frederick Douglass Field. For our producer, Paul Arvery, my color commentator, Sebastian Bravo, 4-1 Cedar Stars over Morris Elite. I've been David Hassagen. We thank you for joining us, and we wish you a very good evening. Morris Elite, though, with Adamas. Lays it out wide to Lopez. Lopez sends it across, looking for Pangrazi, and he's just too far ahead of him. I think he was waiting for a deflection on that, and it just didn't happen. That's pretty typical. And 2 international captains. Gabriel Dahlin from Gothenburg, Sweden, going into his sophomore season at Bucknellis. There's a foul. Going down hard with Andrew Nino. Heavy. Corner for Cedar Stars, whipped in, it's a decent delivery, good defense there though from Cormac Pike, comes to the outside and the shot just goes wide. It was a good look from Connor Pugh.
You see the curve on that shot, Connor.
Lays it back to Navio. Navio gives it back to Luke Smith. Smith sends the cross in, back post, looking for the header and getting a hit on it, but just over the top from Jose Adamas. It's a good attempt though from Morris.
Right.
The only win for Cedar Stars coming against the Westchester Flames. As here comes Cedar Stars, though, who are trying to get a little momentum. Coming inside, the shot off the crossbar. A big shot there from Patterson, hits the bar. Channels, and follow us all season long as here comes Moses Lopez. Lopez, a hard challenge, but getting the ball was Israel Johnson. It looks like he got the worst of it. He's down. Here's Cedar Stars and goes the other way. Andrew Nino. Lays it inside, Patterson with a shot far post, and it just goes wide. Did he get a touch on that, Velasquez? Oh, he's got some international experience, so.
International coverage.
So here comes the free kick, top of the 18, the header down, and goal! And finally, Alberto Pangrazi.
Pangrazi, that's the kind of looking for, but just need that right now.
Especially in the goal scoring department. 5th goal of the season as Ross comes in. Header saved on the bar, but the rebound's put in. There was a big collision in the box, but no situations. Once you do that, all havoc can break loose. So there goes Pangrazi. Hard challenge there on Thomas Clemson. And a free kick for Cedar Star.
We're not involved in the attempt.
There's a reason they are center backs. If they were better at scoring, they would be forwards. Here they come again, though. Nice play and a hard challenge. And it's going to be a free kick at the very least. As coming forward was the then looks to cut inside, goes wide to Bark. Harry Bark tries to chip it in, takes a deflection, still gets through. The header down and into the back of the net. Drew Patterson, a brace. And Adamas inside to the penalty spot, and it just couldn't get in clean contact was Rebel. Better from Morris Elite. This is Smith. Cormac Pike one-on-one. Patterson gets by him. Patterson one-on-one with the keeper looking for the hat trick. Big save, Velasquez. And they send it forward. Lukovic on the ball. Lukovic cuts to the top of the 18. Long-range shot, and what a goal! Amir Lukovic with his first touch of the match.
I mean,
we talked about goals. Want to make a difference for Morris Elite if they have any chance in this game. Another cross comes in, back post, the header. What a save by Velasquez.
And like we were saying before, talking about substitution on a more defensive line.
Kalukian, top of the 18 with a rocket to a shot, and he scores! Kalukian!
There you go.
Turns on Simba Ugo, again, one of the players from NJT from Mays Landing. He's on the ball now. Top of the 18, brings it down to himself, lays it out wide. The shot off the post!
Oh my.
And almost with his first touch. Cedar Stars, the chance, nice save. Velasquez, and a good clearance there by Vasquez. Bails out Velasquez, who spilled it. And coming in was the 17.